As is the gentleman from Knox 86 for discussion on the motion.
Mr. Speaker, would the gentleman, the sponsor of the bill, yield to a question?
I think he will. He will yield. Gentleman from Knox.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to change that. Would the gentleman yield to a visual question?
Gentlemen, will you yield to a visual question? He supposes so.
Just a minute, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to ask the sponsor of the bill, is this helmet legal when I go down the road on a motorcycle?
Gentleman from Jefferson.
Yes, sir, that's a legal helmet.
Gentleman from Knox.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to speak on the bill.
Please proceed, sir.
Mr. Speaker, I didn't know much about motorcycles, much about helmets, so I asked the experts. And they're in my district, the experts are. I've got the #1 rat bike in all of the United States. And it's right in the head of Stinking Creek. I know y'all have heard of Stinking Creek before. Also, I've got the #3 rat bike in all the United States, and it's on 229 at Campground in Laurel County. And these rat bikes, they're Harley-Davidsons. They're the worst-looking bikes in the United States that still run. They've got skins on them and hides and teeth, bad paint, rust. Also, Mr. Speaker, I have got the most unusual bike in the world. They flew it to Germany, all expenses paid. It took a man 7 years to build this bike. If you don't believe me, I've got a picture of it. It's made out of wood, and they call it the Harley wood. Now, my bikers tell me that this helmet is just a height helmet. You can wear glasses and get away with this. Now, when you put a shield on, like it's supposed to have a visor, and it comes down over your ears, and you turn your head like this at 65 miles an hour, it nearly blows you off the bike. Now, Mr. Speaker, you cannot wear a helmet in cold weather, but we had some bikers come up here last week. I don't know where they are today when we need them, but they come up in cold weather. But you usually ride these bikes in hot weather, and these helmets are awful hot on these bikers. Now, I have got another biker. He said he wrecked the other day. His helmet got foggy all of a sudden. He couldn't see. The visor did. Also, I had a biker said an ambulance come up behind him the other day, and the helmet was over his ear, and he didn't even know the ambulance was behind him. I had a biker wreck the other day because some bees flew up in his helmet. Now, I'll tell you what, Mr. Speaker, General Assembly, I'm not going to babysit my bikers. I'm not going to tell them what to do. Do whatever you think. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, gentlemen.